Hello everyone, I'm Blessing Adesij, a developer advocate here at Circle. This is the last section of this series. Thank you for following along thus far. It's been an incredible journey taking you through various concepts that explains the foundation of building with programmable wallets. From here onwards, it is up to you to innovate and build applications that will help your user leverage the power of Web3 through a very easy to use interface and user experience. This last section will show how you can validate transactions, which means confirming transaction activities that took place and also get related information. The importance of validating is to ensure the user that the payment has gone through and allowing your company to request the actual compensation from the service. You could do this from your dashboard, your developer dashboard, which is also the developer console, or you could use a blockchain explorer. I know you're already familiar with the dashboard already because we've used that extensively, but this might be your first time using the block explorer, so follow along. Let me tell you what a block explorer means, or a blockchain explorer. This is a tool that allows you to explore the content of a blockchain. It helps individuals track and monitor transactions, addresses, blocks and other relevant information on a specific blockchain network. And each blockchain network, they have their own blockchain explorer. For example, we've got Polygon Scan for Polygon network, we've got Etherscan for the Ethereum network, and so on. By using a transaction hash or the wallet ID, you can input this information in a blockchain explorer to retrieve the details about a specific transaction. The explorer then retrieves and presents the relevant information about the transaction, such as the transaction state, the block height, the timestamp, the addresses, and other associated data, and you can gain insight and then validate transactions and effectively navigate the blockchain network, thus promoting transparency and trust in the decentralized ecosystem. Starting with the dashboard, let's see how you can gain insight and validate transactions. The previous transaction that we carried out in the previous step, when we sent one USDC to the other wallet, we could easily check that by going to dev control, going to transaction, and then we'll go to the dashboard. You can see this transaction, and then you can see every information that you need. You can see the wallet ID, the network, which is Polygon Mumbai, the amount, the transaction hash, the state, and then the date. Also, you could get all this data back as the API response. We got that. You saw the long list of data we got back. So you could also get all those information there. But you could validate, and then you can check your dashboard. You see the state is the complete state, meaning the user already have their one USDC. I basically sent it to myself from one of my wallets to the other wallet, but I've got my one USDC right now. And then the transaction fee, we have that, the transaction hash, the wallet address, the wallet ID. So the other wallet that I sent to, these are like the related information: wallet ID, address, network, and operation. So this is a transfer inbound. There's also transfer outbound. And we explained all these concepts when we talked about the primitives. So this is the block height, the block hash, the token type is an ERC20 token, the token address, and then the dates created. So this is how to use the Circle's developer console or the developer dashboard to validate transaction and actually ensure that the activity took place, or understand what is actually going on in case of a failed transaction. For example, your transaction could fail because you're paying low gas fee and you want to know what's actually happening. You can use the dashboard to navigate and understand that. Now let's use the block explorer. If you are still seeing my screen, you see that I've got a new tab that shows the Polygon Scan, which is for the test net, because remember we're working with testnet. To validate transactions, all I need to do is go back to my dashboard, and then I grab the transaction hash, and then I put that in there. Notice you could search by either the address, the transaction hash, the block, the token, or the domain name. So you could have all those to filter, and then I could just search for that transaction. So let's go through this. Look at this. This is the number of blocks that have been validated for this transaction. So you've got like 297. So this is important for you to know the actual block confirmations. And then this is the block number. This is the timestamp. These are like the from, and then the interacted with. This is the contract. These are all the information that you actually need to validate this transaction. It is actually very, very important. So you need to understand how to view the logs, how to see everything that actually took place, and then understand everything to stay on top of your data or to stay on top of the transaction. We've shown this, but before I round up this video, I just want to quickly touch on a concept. This particular endpoint, validate and address. You might want to add this as part of your validation logic when you're building your application, meaning you want to validate an address to see. Let's say I want to send token from one address to the other address. You want to see if the address I'm providing is valid to just ensure that everything works correctly. All I need to do is provide the address information right here. So I'll grab one of the addresses that we worked with in the previous video, in the previous step, and then I'll try to validate it here. So I'm just going to put in the address, and then I'm going to change the network to Matic Mumbai. And what I need to do is just hit the try it button and see the data we got back. Data is valid, and then that's true. So meaning this address is the right address. Let's see if let's just do something, and let me delete a part of the information, and then let's try that. Let's try and validate that. So see, it's valid and that's false. So meaning you can use this, you can add this as part of your validation logic to validate before transaction actually took place, and then you could use the Polygon scan, the blockchain explorer for Polygon, to also validate after the fact, and also the developer console. I just want to quickly touch on this before we round up the series so that you understand how to stay on top of every activity that took place and not to give your user the response and help them understand what's going on. So there you have it. Now you know how to validate your transactions. We talked about that in this video, and this is the last step of this series, the last piece of the puzzle. Like I said, it's been amazing taking you through this wonderful journey. We have more content to take you through additional Web3 services products that we've got at Circle. Please check out our channel for more educational content. Subscribe to our channel. Follow Build on Circle on X, formerly known as Twitter. Join our Discord to be a part of our growing and welcoming community, where you can get first-hand help from the team, can get first-hand information from us, and then benefit from our events. We go live on Discord every week, so you could be a part of that. And also, when you get building, share your project with us either on Twitter or X or Discord. We'd like to spotlight your efforts. That said, my name is Blessing. Thank you for watching and keep building. Bye.